Hello everybody, this is OneWill here, and we're going to be casting it's a 1v1 between Duckload Ra, which I believe is Whitera, and SrsRazer, which is going to be a Protoss vs Protoss matchup on Desert Oasis. I'm going to be doing this commentary today in a different style with, I think it's a dual commentary today with my good friend, a Deathrunner here with me. So I'm just going to pass over to him on what he thinks this game is going to turn out to be. Go on, Deathrunner.
Well, honestly, I'm rooting for White on this one, but it looks like Razor's going to be taking the lead with a massive APM of over 200 at the moment. Income wise, they're got the same harvesters. We'll see in a second who gets up their first pylon. Back to you.
Yep. Great. So we both players are actually very strong players in the past. I mean, White Ra has been known to storm everything he sees. I mean, White Ra just loves to storm because White Ra's a stormy guy, I guess. Anyway, so both players do actually have their pylons up, and I think White Ra is going to go scout first before SRS is. Isn't that right, Deathrunner?
Looks like it, yeah. He's got his probe out and going. Yeah. Both got pylons very close to their base. They can get a very fast mineral, not worrying about gating off or anything.
Yeah. I do believe both players are chrono boosting out a couple more probes I see just to
Yeah.
help with the economy, aren't they?
Yep. We've got Razor in the lead with 11 harvesters, just a few seconds ahead of Raz at the moment. Not much of an advantage, but it could show off later on, depending on who goes for gas first.
Yeah, so both players are still going fairly strong as they do not have an army. I just went to army tab for some reason. I have no idea why I went to the army tab. Anyway, let's look at the production here. Gateways for both players, I see.
Yeah. Razors appears to have gone ahead just a little bit faster. By the looks
Yeah.
of it, by about 2 or 3 seconds.
What do you make of this early gas White Ra has actually grabbed in front of his base? You reckon
Uh,
we'll be seeing any... Oh, no. Actually, both players have grabbed an early gas. So what do you
yeah.
reckon we'll be seeing? Stalkers or Immortals?
Um, Most likely Stalkers. They seem to be the really popular early game thing to go for at the moment.
It's actually
Racial
hard to tell
harassment.
because Whitereye has actually grabbed a hidden pylon at the back of his base, so we could be seeing Void Ray from this end of his base to SRS's, because as we all know, Whitereye just loves his Void Rays. And look at
Sure
that
does.
probe getting taken down by freaking Duckload's probe as well. Its shields are slowly regenerating, but oh look, it's perfect surround on that drone. He's gonna lose it. So yeah, both players have scouted. Right Ra's actually grabbing a second gas, and yeah, so what do you make of that?
Looks good. So far, he's certainly got the advantage going if he gets the gas first and techs up. Looks
Yeah, and both players are going for an early Cybercore as well, so you reckon we're seeing early Stalkers?
probably then by the looks of it.
Yeah, and both players have scouted, so SRS is actually going to see that pylon there. I don't know if he's going to be able to, just see if it's a Stargate or a Dark Shrine. I mean, a lot of players like to hide tech at the edge of their base, just so the other
Yeah.
player does not see.
What time are you up to at the moment? Because it looks like mine's jumped ahead a bit.
Oh, mine is at 423. I think I've sped it up to 423. What are you up onto?
About 440 something. I'll slow mine down for a
Okay,
bit.
so we have calibration issues in this game
Yeah.
as well. I think I started mine on normal. That's probably the reason why
All right. Yeah.
mine is going slow. So I'm at currently far 440, 450 right now. What are you on?
510. I'll pause and let you catch up.
Yeah, alright.
Wait.
I'll tell you just update to you when I'm up to 510. So I'll be in 510 in about
Sweet.
5 seconds.
Okay.
So
Cool.
both players are in fact getting gateways, but look at SRS. He's getting 3 gateways opposed to Whiterar's 2 gateways and robotics facility. So we might actually see a two gate robo here. So might actually will go Immortals or Colossus depending on what the situation is. So yes, have
Up.
you restarted your game?
Mine's good at about 2:30 again. What looks like Razor's just about finished his Twilight Council. Makes it look like he's going for Speed Zealots or Stalker Blink.
Yeah, or he might actually take up to the common Protoss High Templar for those
Yeah.
storms. I mean, wait,
S-
do we still have collaboration calibration issues?
I'm 555 at the moment. What about you?
I'm currently 617. So yes, we are definitely having calibration issues.
Okay.
I mean, I'm up to the bit where White Rice actually getting his chrono boosted observer art just to, check out the enemy base. Both players have warp gates right now, and Whitera is actually throwing down chrono boosts onto his nexus just for that income tab. Yeah, to just go
Sweet.
skyrocketing up.
That's
So
the one.
yes, yeah, that is the one. Yeah, we are seeing mass amounts of stalkers here actually,
Yeah,
and fairly spread maps control. So we are seeing stalker battles. So how do you make of that?
looks good. Razor's just almost finished a chrono boosted blink, so looks like he's
Yeah,
gonna go in for some early harassment.
yeah. And the thing is, if you get like an observer on the ridge of this base right here, you can just blink those stalkers over,
Yeah,
because that's a pretty decent strategy they've got there. Yeah, so we might actually see heaps of harassment from both players here.
that Ra looks like he's pretty well protected, pretty well prepared since he's got his observer just watching over with
Yeah,
absolutely
he's
no
got he's got his
contesting.
yeah he's got his observer just straight over guy's base. I mean, where did it go? I've lost the observer. There it is. It's actually moving around, and SRS has actually got a pylon for sight here. So let's duck load. I should really get my hotkeys right. Anyway, look,
Yeah,
as you can see, that pylon's going to provide sight of units walking past or
yeah.
blinking up. So that's actually a really good strategy for SRS.
Yep. Just looking now, Ra's just about halfway through his blink as well. Warping in some on the high ground. That's really going to hurt Razor if he tries to blink in.
Yeah, at the units tab actually, Whitera has 4 more probes and 1 less stalker, 3 less stalkers actually. So, um, SRS seriously does have SRS seriously. See what I did there?
Yeah,
SRS actually has army advantage, but
yep.
Whitera, you have to remember he does have the high ground, which he's currently
It's
not using.
really
He's
going to make a
chasing down
big
these
deal.
guys. Look at that. He's just chasing down these guys.
Blinking
Yeah.
back.
So
Now both sides have blink and it's really become a cat and mouse, but more of Razors are coming in.
yeah, but look at SRS's micro. I mean, it's pretty well.
That's
It's actually
impressive.
really good, and so is White Ras. But actually, those patrolling stalkers are actually going to see that army moving towards his base on the in the middle. Actually, it's I guess everybody's going to the middle to have like a massive stalker party there. Look
Yeah.
at that. The stalker's just going to blink right across that ravine. I hope that's what White Ras does. Or not.
Um,
I guess he did not have sight there.
White Ra looks like
No,
he's
he
going
did
to
not.
blink in for some massive harassment to the probe line.
Yeah,
Or
well,
not.
he will probably soon. We do still have calibration issues, so
I'm
do
at
you reckon we could
10:06. What about you?
10 and 20 right now?
You were going it faster?
Yes, I am.
Same.
Uh,
Okay, I'll just jump forward a little bit for a few seconds.
yeah. Actually, both. He's actually SRS is chrono boosting his warp gates just to get those units out a bit faster. So we're actually seeing mass stalker against mass stalker. But I think let's see what White has actually expanded to his natural. Well, if you can call that a natural, I mean it's pretty far away from your base, so
Yeah, that's
not
pretty hard to
really.
defend.
Yeah, it is because it's usually naturals are just right
Yeah.
under the base.
Though
He
he's
just
got high
he's
ground
on high
advantage
ground.
over a nice little choke point, so
Yeah, yeah, he does. I think what did Whitewire just pump out another observer? Yes, he did.
yep. Sending that one over now to take another look.
Yeah, to
Oh,
just see
because
what
yeah,
tech
Razor's
he's
got
having.
himself a photon now. I guess he lost his first.
Yeah, right in the mineral line as well, that photon. Um, so Razor is actually going for a robotics facility as well here. So we might actually see some,
Immortals, maybe.
yeah, Immortals. Oh, that'd be a great game. I'd pay to watch that game. I mean, who doesn't love Immortals?
Yeah.
Immortals have their like pew pew guns on their shoulders.
The
Did I just say
perfect
pew
counter
pew
to
guns on shoulders?
stalkers.
Yeah, yeah, they are. They are extremely um good against stalkers,
Powerful,
as they're
yeah.
like 2-hit stalkers, I think. No, no, not 2-hit, 4-hit. But still, that is extremely effective when you're up against mass stalker. So
Yeah.
yeah. So both players actually have not gone for their Templar. Templar. I'm just gonna fall back onto you, Deathrunner, because I've forgotten the name of the thing that makes high Templars. Oh, right, I just
Templar
remembered.
Archives, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Just
My
looking at this,
bad.
looking at this now, White Rice got a massive advantage of about almost 20 supply worth of stalkers.
Yeah, he does have a massive amount of stalkers, but I guess SRS is going in for some to try and soak up the damage with those zealots he's actually produced.
He's got
I yes,
speed zealots going up
yeah,
now.
zealot legs coming up pretty fast, and I guess he's saving those chrono boosts to actually help him later on those warp gates again. Uh, but that is just a massive army White Ra has there. I mean, look at that, all those stalkers there. But yeah, I mean, 29 stalkers is 22 stalkers and 6 zealots. That's a
Pretty
pretty
close.
decent. Look at that. SRS harassing the edge of White Ra's base. I mean, there's
And
nothing White Ra can actually do about that, can he?
not much.
Yeah, so
Gonna try and take out the gas.
nah, I think he gave up on that. So he's
Oh,
just got his observer, but that's gonna get taken out by those blink stalkers.
yeah.
So I believe SRS is actually gonna hightail out of there.
SRS just got his expansion going as well up in top right corner.
Yeah,
That looks
look at
his
that. White
natural.
Ra's going free gates outside his base, right next to that expansion. So we are definitely seeing a high-class game here.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got stalkers bunched up everywhere. I mean, look at that army. It's just massive. Both armies are actually quite massive. That observer's going to spot that army right there.
Yeah. Duckboat's
So,
got
yeah.
Ra's got another 3 gateways going up right near his natural. Seems he's always one step ahead of Razor at the moment, SRS.
Yeah, so we don't actually know how this is going to turn out for um Razor, as White Ra's economy is twice of his if you check on the income tab. So,
Sweet.
yes.
That's a massive difference.
We're actually going to see Immortals coming out of that robotics facility. I mean, Deathrunner, you just love Immortals, don't you?
Yeah, true that. Favorite unit so far. Those guns are just incredible.
Yeah. White Ra's actually going to be able to spot that second, or that expansion for, uh, SRS. As you can see, that observer's just floating over his base.
There's a proxy pylon going up by Ra right near the natural right now.
Yeah, he's probably going to warp heaps of units in there. Well, I hope
Yeah.
he is. Those stalkers, look at that. The massive amount of stalkers. I mean, SRS can't do much right now. He's going to try and take out that gas,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that army's just too great. Look at that. White Ra's
Yeah.
actually
It's
blinking up
3K to
onto that
4K at the
ridge.
moment.
We are seeing quite a good battle. Look at this stalker. He's just like trapped under this ridge. He's like, oh my god, how am I going to get paid if I don't blink up there? Anyway, just had to throw that in.
Yeah,
Look at all those pylons.
of course.
It reminds me of the summertime. Look at that probe, that lazy probe, holding that mineral there. He's just like, yep, chilling out here, because, you know,
Yeah.
I like my big shiny rock, I
Six